Yo, what's good, y'all? This your boy Hitman. Hitman. KLH Hitman. What's good? Oh, man. Let me see. So, for right now, we just got the live section going. WarZone Call of Duty. Won 2 games today. You know what I'm saying? Didn't go live on it, but, won 2 games today. Win total was up to 30. Should be a lot higher. We just getting back in it and everything. But I've been having a lot of conversations and viewing a lot of YouTube stuff and watching a lot of these people who been YouTubers since the beginning, right? And giving out some very flawed information on certain events, like I love my show Dragon Ball anime, Dragon Ball, and talking about power levels, who could win this, who could win that, and just giving out a lot of false information. At the end of the day, it's an anime, right? At the end of the day, it's an anime. So that means it has a script. Someone writes a script, you know, translated to English for us to get it and stuff like that, blah, 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 blah. You know, some people like to mix the manga and the anime. Now remember, the manga and anime are two different things. Similar storylines, but it's different, as far as like power scaling and everything like that. And just looking over the landscape of who puts out what. You got Geekdom, dudes. He's good at what he does in certain areas, but the information he comes up with, and he says he debunks a lot of things, and he really don't. He doesn't debunk shit. The shit that he talks about and who he has on his podcast with him or whatever he's doing, phone call interviews and rambling about certain things, like, you're crazy. You can't debunk a written script. You know what I'm saying? You can't debunk what a script is written and how a script is written to say and get out of here. Are you tattletelling? We don't tattletale. Now go. Anyways, so like I was saying, um, you can't debunk a script. You cannot watch something and ignore other things just to push a point or push an agenda that you may have. You can't that type of stuff you can't really do. You know, but they do. They have a lot of followers because they've been getting followers since the beginning of their YouTube. So they had some years put in, and some people think because you put a lot of years into something, it gives you credibility, or your words the Bible, or your words is the truth, and it's not. A lot of the stuff is proof in the pudding. So when you're making your arguments, when you're making these posts, you need to make two scripts. You need to make one for anime and then one for the manga, because the manga is different from the anime. Now the storylines are pretty similar, but the events that take place are a lot different. Um, there's just a lot of different things that you know people like to do. They like to take characters from Super, match them against characters from Kai, Dragon Ball Z Kai, and Dragon Ball Z, GT, and who would win this, who would win that, and they're just asinine they have certain things where Kaba can beat um, Team Gohan, and you're looking at yourself like, what? Like, are you retarded? Like, what they say in New York, is you dumb? What Cam say, is you dumb? You know what I'm saying? But the purpose of this live chat was basically to go over a few things that I've seen that in anime you can't cross-reference the manga. Okay, so they had the Dragon Ball Super Broly. They brought the new Broly because all the old Broly was canon. Old Broly's canon. Nobody cares about anything that's canon. Just like Super Saiyan 4, canon. Never existed. Doesn't exist. Baby Goku, canon. Doesn't exist. So any of those power levels and everything like that is completely irrelevant. So I was having a conversation with my brother not too long ago because it's just based off of stuff that I've seen and I wanted to pick his brain at. I was telling him about Majin, Vegeta, and Vegeta, right? And Vegeta being able to go Super Saiyan 2 and win, right? So he's saying that the Majin Vegeta is the Super Saiyan 2. Like, he's Super Saiyan 2, and then he has the Majin Vegeta, you know what I'm saying, to correlate with it. So he already had Super Saiyan 2 then. And I was trying to explain to him that he never had Super Saiyan 2. In the Buu Saga, Vegeta never had Super Saiyan 2. So there's ways to figure out. Vegeta's one of the hardest because he doesn't have bangs, right? Because we've been watching the show from the longest. But they say in the script and everything, the manga's different from the anime, that for Super Saiyan 2 it has lightning effects. You get lightning effects and stuff like that. Well, if you watch Vegeta power up anytime before getting the Majin stamp, he had no lightning effect. Okay? Now, there's no knock against Vegeta at all. Vegeta is not a legendary Super Saiyan, but he's one of the first record Saiyans born, right? And you to go back to his timeline, he was the firstborn. Then it was Broly. Okay, but the child that broke all the records before Broly was Vegeta. So Vegeta has a power level that is unmatched by Goku. Goku was born as a low class level Saiyan and didn't have nothing off the charts. Then you step to Vegeta. Hey son, go play. Go play. Go Oh my gosh. Don't get into nothing. So, but Vegeta broke a lot of records being born and everything. His power level was pretty high, this XYZ, when he was born. But the one that just shattered the records was basically Broly. Alright. So it's no knock on Vegeta if he has Super Saiyan 2 or not. Because his base power level is already higher than Goku's. Goku needs the forms because his level is lower. So in a sense, he can achieve things a lot faster. You could just say he's premature. Premature kids are a lot bigger. You know what I'm saying? Are taller and whatever the science of that of the reasons why, right? So Vegeta's power level is extremely high. So regardless if he has a Super Saiyan transformation 1, 2, or not, he still has a high base power level, which is higher than Goku's, period. Every time they fought, they even fought at a stalemate. Goku had some extra stuff, Kaioken, to bridge the gap to be able to fight or keep up with Vegeta because Vegeta's base was just high off birthright. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is Super Saiyan 1, right? Goku unlocked it first. Vegeta unlocked it second. But there was a time lapse in between when it took place. They just didn't unlock them both at the same time and boom, they're both Super Saiyan. That's not what happened. But regardless of it, Vegeta's power level by the time before he gets ready to unlock Super Saiyan is still completely high because his base is really relatively high. So at the end of the day, I am a firm believer that Vegeta's Super Saiyan 1 power is higher than Goku's Super Saiyan 1. Just because of the birthright and everything and what he was birthed into and his power. Like, that doesn't leave you. Back to my original ramble, Super Saiyan 2. Okay, Goku died, right? He died, kept his body, and went to heaven. Now, when you die and you're fighting, your body achieves things because it can't die again. So Goku left Earth with basically what 1.5 Saiyan, Super Saiyan, right? And Vegeta was still on Earth with 1.5 Super Vegeta. Okay, so Goku dies, and what happens? He's having tournaments out there in heaven, Snake Way, the whole nine, training, blah blah blah, for the 7 years, and then he unlocks Super Saiyan 2 because his body doesn't have any damage to it. So therefore, in heaven, you can max your body out. So he all the way went to Super Saiyan 3, not because he trained for 7 years, but it was because he trained for 7 years. But in the element of where he was dead, his body was able to handle more and take on more. So he unlocked, as being dead, Super Saiyan 3, which that's what he went and showed in the Buu saga. What? Now Vegeta's still alive. Buu saga hasn't even taken place yet. He's training for the 7 years. What do you want? There's nothing in here that you can have. Nothing that you can have. Go tell your mom. Go give you some drink. Go. Go get you a drink. So, he just trained for 7 years. Stop whining. He trained for 7 years, got strong, and this is what I'm saying is that, okay, he didn't develop Super Saiyan 2 because when it came time for him to power up, anytime he power up, he had no lightning to show the Super Saiyan 2 transformation. Now in the manga, he very much as well may have had it. But you can, like I said, you cannot compare the manga, saying he had the manga and he had Super Saiyan 2 in the manga. Oh, so he gotta have Super Saiyan 2 in the anime. No, he don't, because they're two different scripts. It's two different scripts, two different wordings, two different meanings, and everything. But anyways, back to my previous point that I'm making. So Vegeta and Goku comes back. Gohan's a lot older. Just he's the same power level as he was. He didn't train. He didn't get no better. He just grew up. So Goku, they're fighting these little level 3 stages of monsters in the Boo thing. Babidi is making them fight or whatever, so he could take the damage and turn it into energy for Boo to be resurrected. So Vegeta sees Goku fight the light monster and sees that he goes Super Saiyan 2, right? Because he went Super Saiyan 2 to defeat that monster. Vegeta fought PP or Pew Pew Pi Pi, whatever his name is, didn't even transform and just wiped the ground with that guy. So Gohan fights Deborah and they're watching stuff, blah blah blah. Gohan powers up, shows he has Super Saiyan 2, but Vegeta makes one remark. This is all anime, like I was saying. He goes, even though your son hasn't trained in the 7 years, but if he hasn't trained in the time since you were dead, but if he was to get mad, he still be good. Basically meaning when Gohan loses control, his potential unleashes and he becomes stronger. So it's kind of similar to a Broly situation type thing, but I don't want to say it's similar, but that's on the lines of that could be what he's talking about. So anyways, they fight. Vegeta gets pissed because Gohan doesn't defeat Deborah. Saying if you're doing this and this and that, just whatever. So, okay. Now remind you, Vegeta noticed Goku's transformation when he beat the light monster. So right then and there, Vegeta cannot sense Goku's power. Obviously, it's either because he's dead or whatever the case may be. He doesn't know what level Goku's on. He's just assuming that whatever Goku has at this very moment is the max of what he has, right? So then therefore, he allows himself to get the Babidi control, the Majin stamp on his forehead, because whatever Vegeta has is not enough for what he just witnessed Goku, right? He's waited 7 years to see Goku so he can pay his debt back, for saving him on Earth when he took Cell and everything. So he wants to test this newfound strength that he's had to fight Goku, because he's assuming, he's assuming Goku can't train. You know what I'm saying? He can't do anything. We don't know what happened to Goku. They don't know what happened to Goku, this and this and that, and blah blah blah, right? They don't know Goku has a body. He's been fighting in tournaments and X, Y, Z. Because if Vegeta was able to sense Goku's energy, he would know that this nigga has something other than Super Saiyan 2. So therefore he can't sense his energy. So he allows himself to get the mind control, to unleash the darkness in his heart, and also to give him an extra boost of power, because the Majin stamp gives you an extra boost of power. So it will round Vegeta up maybe into the level of a Super Saiyan 2. Now he powers up, him and Goku fight. They pretty much fight at a stalemate, because at the end of the day, Goku's enemy is not Vegeta. His enemy is Buu. So what's the point of going Super Saiyan 3 to waste time on Earth and not show the kids, Trunks and Goten, the fusion dance to, and Super Saiyan? That's the whole point of why Goku came back and stuff like that. So he ended up, so he fights Vegeta at Super Saiyan 2, and Vegeta has the Majin stamp, and people are going berserk thinking Vegeta has Super Saiyan 2. So Vegeta's Majin stamp is the Majin Vegeta Super Saiyan 2, which it's not. It's just Majin Vegeta. All it is. Now, he does have some lightning effects in his transformation and his power up, and it's because of the power that he's granted with the Babidi stamp. Okay, now, back to the point of why Vegeta does not have Super Saiyan 2. He knocks out Goku, right? Hits him in the back of the head, knocks him out, and goes fight Buu. He self-destructs and kills himself. He doesn't get his body back, but for some strange reason, we're going to fast forward, right? So now it's Goku versus Kid Buu. So we're fast forwarding all that. Vegeta's dead. Vegeta comes back, right? Vegeta comes back and has a body or something. I can't remember how or why at this particular moment, but they fuse and pull out everybody from Buu, right? Okay, so now they got the Kid Buu. Kid Buu now is fighting Goku. Goku gets resurrected because of the sacrifice of the Elder Kai and comes back to life, right? So now we have the instant of, we're talking about power levels and who has this and who doesn't have what. When you watch Goku fight Kid Buu, he fought him all the way up to Super Saiyan 3. Okay? Vegeta's alive with not alive, but he has the halo. He has his body with the halo and everything. And Vegeta has to buy time for Goku to power up again and get his strength XYZ, right? Vegeta's dead. So now his body can take he can take punishment because he's dead, but then he's alive at the same time, right? So he takes all this punishment. Vegeta powers up. So if he unlocked any type of Super Saiyan 2 before the Majin stamp, like everyone assumes he does, when he transforms from base mode to Super Saiyan, you're not going to fight Majin Buu at Super Saiyan 1. You're going to fight him at whatever your strongest form is, whatever Vegeta's strongest form is. So if you watch any of the anime and watch Vegeta power up into his Super Saiyan mode, he has no lightning strikes at all. Now if you watch Goku power up, you see the lightning strikes, because he's going from Super Saiyan 2 to Super Saiyan 3, XYZ. So the writers are not just going to forget to put lightning strikes on Vegeta, but they remember to put the lightning strikes on Goku. Like, if you're really going to sit there and say that, you might as well do no commentary or do no videos, because it's not really, writers are not boofing stuff like that. Like, writers are boofing, forgetting Tails, you know what I'm saying, on Goten and Goten and Trunks, okay, changing Trunks' hair from blue to purple, light purple, dark purple, all these other blues, and blah 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 blah, whatever. No one even really cares about that. But we're talking about lightning strikes for transformation purposes. Like, while they're getting one guy right, they're getting everyone else right but Vegeta. Like, that's not the case. So you might as well stop. That just goes to prove and show Vegeta just does not have Super Saiyan 2. So Vegeta was really at the pinnacle of Super Saiyan 2, but he just wasn't there yet. Because when he powers up against Kid Buu, fighting Kid Buu, right? And even when he got wished back, Kid Buu stumped him again, right? He powers up to Super Saiyan, and he has no lightning strikes. Every single power up that Vegeta had, there were no lightning strikes whatsoever to show the support of him having Super Saiyan 2. So don't come in here saying he has Super Saiyan 2, he can turn it on whenever he wants to. Like I have some people who says, oh, Vegeta has Super Saiyan 3, he just knows it's a useless transformation. Well, how the hell is a useless transformation when it's the strongest transformation that you have? No matter if it's useless or not, 2 is not better than 3. Now, you can stay in 2 longer than you can 3, but if you go to 3 and you go handle your business, you going to Super Saiyan 2 does not mean, oh, just because I go in it longer, it's better than 3. It's not a useless transformation. It's not at all. Vegeta just don't have it. Vegeta don't have it. Vegeta just barely and when I said Vegeta unlocked Super Saiyan 2, is when the Bulma slap from Beerus is when Vegeta unlocked his Super Saiyan 2 form. Now, if a lot of that is not making absolutely no sense, then you're just going to have to go back and watch it. And if it doesn't make sense because you're a Vegeta fanboy and all this stuff, I mean, I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just here to let you know the facts. Vegeta is still strong regardless of transformations he has or he don't have. Okay, look at Broly. Look how strong Broly was with no transformations. No transformation, no Super Saiyan. And he's stronger than Vegeta. He's stronger than Goku, obviously. No transformations until Frieza made him transform by killing his dad. But before then, no transformations. And he's fighting Super Saiyan gods. Vegeta kicking his ass. So needing a transformation is not, the transformation period is, like we said, kills them and hurts them anyway, because they're exerting their life force as so much of a depleting factor that it hurts them more than they know it. That's the whole point of why he likes to keep them in base form, and the God mode of base form, Super Saiyan Blue is a transformation in from your base to a God mode. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's God Ki mixed with the Super Saiyan, blah 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 blah. But regardless of any of that, like I said from the gate, Vegeta never had Super Saiyan 2. He just did it. I mean, that's the evidence that I'm gonna off the manga. Off the anime. I'm gonna give you those, and then you cannot dispute the facts. Because me and you cannot watch the same thing and have two different outcomes on it. It's either Vegeta has the lightning strikes or he doesn't. And if he doesn't have the lightning strikes, then he does not have Super Saiyan 2. And you cannot sit there and say, oh, well, he didn't go Super Saiyan 2. But then why is he fighting Buu in a weaker form? You're going to try to say Super Saiyan 2 is a useless transformation, all just to make your claims to be right, to act like he has something that he doesn't obviously have. He doesn't have it if he doesn't have the lightning strikes. Now, if don't have me read my comment section and you give me a link to something in the manga. Now the manga's different. I don't even watch the manga. I don't even care for the manga. The manga means nothing to me. I like the anime version, which we all can easily go and see. Vegeta versus Kid Buu. All you gotta do is look it up. Vegeta versus Kid Buu. Watch him power up. Just tell me if you see any lightning strikes. Means he's not in Super Saiyan 2. If he's not in Super Saiyan 2, why not? If you can't give me a reason why he's not in Super Saiyan 2, it's because he does not have Super Saiyan 2. Does not have it. Now go back to Majin Vegeta versus Goku. You're going to see lightning strikes. And it's because of that extra power boost that he gets from the Majin stamp. You can call it a false Super Saiyan 2 because he does have lightning strike. So how does he have lightning strikes after getting the Majin stamp? But then he comes back to life. He gets resurrected, right? He keeps his last forms that he has, and he doesn't have lightning strikes anymore. Explain that to me. You can't explain. I mean, you can explain it, but you can go ahead and try. There's nothing. So basically, at the end of the day, Vegeta has the power level of a Super Saiyan 2, but he just doesn't have Super Saiyan 2. There was nothing that Vegeta went through that Goku, not even Goku, that Gohan went through, Trunks went through. Vegeta didn't go through anything, and he just gets rewarded Super Saiyan 2. Now in Super, you see how they just rewarded the shortcut to Super Saiyan 2 when it wasn't the pain of loss, the pain of this, you know, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Of how Gohan unlocked Super Saiyan 2. They just, oh, it's a tingle in your back, which was kind of ridiculous, right? But it took so much more for Vegeta and everybody else to get Super Saiyan 2. That's a whole nother discussion, a whole nother situation at the end of the day. But that's just right. That's just my interpretation of what I'm watching. And another thing people get misconstrued, which they kind of confuse. Okay, in Battle of the Gods, which is non-canon, um, which is a real event, the dragon in the script of the anime says, and I quote, the only way you can have a Saiyan turn to a Saiyan God is with the ritual. Right? That's a script writ, right? It's written in the script. But now, when we watch the Broly movie and see Vegeta turn into a Super Saiyan God, everyone doesn't know how he got it. When the dragon of all dragons knows everything of the land, knows everything, he's making wish to come true. So he knows a lot of information. He's telling you the only way you can make a Super Saiyan God is 5 Saiyans channel their energy into one Saiyan, rising a Super Saiyan God. That's the only way. So how did Vegeta get it? I don't know. Don't know. They see. So what they probably did, which they didn't show in the Broly movie, is maybe they did the witch ritual again. But Vegeta, hold on. But Goku did say in Resurrection F, right, to Frieza, Vegeta has this power and he got it on his own. But that's the same way that they said it in the manga, right? So, I mean, it's really sort of confusing, but my thing is this. I'm just going to say they redid the ritual. They just didn't show it. I mean, I don't know. So, how did Vegeta get Super Saiyan God? No one knows. Maybe he got it because he's fighting against Goku, who's an all-time god from here on out. He's a Super Saiyan god from here, a true Super Saiyan god here on out. And fighting with Whis and fighting, sparring with Whis and training with Whis and Beerus and stuff like that. He unlocked something in his body, with Goku, Whis, and Beerus, because those are all gods. They're all gods, right? Well, one's an angel, two are gods. One's a god of destruction, one's a Super Saiyan god. But just fighting in that atmosphere unlocks something. Unlock something in him to make him a god. I don't know. So just like when they spar with Goku Black, right? And Trunks trained, just sparred with Goku and Vegeta. Some of that God aura rubbed on Trunks in that split time fighting with, sparring with Goku, who he's a god, and then Vegeta, who's obviously was a god then, and then him fighting um, Zamasus, which is a god. He got real mad and went Super Saiyan 2. Everyone wants to call it Rage, but that's his Super Saiyan 2 form. Because when he sparred against Vegeta, he powered up to the Super Trunks, and Vegeta was pissed off and said, "You're still relying on that worthless transformation. because that's all that he showed. So that shows that he hasn't trained and got stronger. That's all Trunks had. So if it's documented that Trunks didn't even have Super Saiyan 2 and Goku Black, it is very evident that Vegeta did not have Super Saiyan 2 in the Buu arc. I'm sorry. Trunks unlocked Super Saiyan 2 against Zamasus. How do we know that? Because his same transformation took place just like how Gohan's took place against Cell. His limbs got bigger, he got taller, you know, arms got bigger, his legs got thicker. They showed that shows he's when he went Super Saiyan 2. You know Super Saiyan 2 when you see it. XYZ. So Trunks didn't have Super Saiyan 2 until then. So it's plausible that Vegeta did not have Super Saiyan 2 at all in the Buu saga. Cuz look when Trunks got Super Saiyan 2 in the Zamasu saga. And that happened at least 11, 12 years after Buu. I'm just saying, some of this stuff is real easily to figure out, but don't come to me bringing mixed stories with manga and anime. And then those that are power scaling things and going off of Dragon Ball heroes, like you guys are terribly trash. Don't you don't know shit about Dragon Ball. Even if you're using any Broly power levels, or Super Saiyan 4 power levels, all this canon crap, like, stop. Don't talk about GT. Don't talk about heroes, Dragon Ball Z heroes, and all this other crap. And you're talking about power levels. Like you're really insane. And those that think that Jiren can beat new Broly, this Broly, you're insane. Insane. Jiren is strong. And I don't want to hear, oh, Jiren to beat him before he powers up and gets mad. You know, what? First of all, he beat Kefla that way because Kefla was blindsided by Jiren. So if it's a one-on-one match, like, that's what I was kind of disappointed in Super, is not seeing, Kale go against Jiren. He blindsided her. He hit her from the side and he fucking shot a damn Moida. Hit her with one of them with his special move from the side, and it didn't even kill her. So if she would have been running at him head to head, it'd been a whole different situation. And also, I didn't like how when they had Kefla fused together and they had meditating, right? They had Jiren meditating, but he never woke up because Kefla was the strongest on the battlefield, and he should have woke up because the Master Ultra Instinct Goku and Kefla are neck to neck, neck to freaking neck. Because if you think about this, it took Gogeta to beat Broly, right? But Kefla and a legendary Super Saiyan Kale, Khalifa, and the legendary Super Saiyan Kale fused together couldn't beat a Master Ultra Instinct Omen Goku. I don't know. I don't know about that one. But either way, Jiren should have came out of his hibernation when Kefla fused, when they fused together and made Kefla. Now that's a fight I wanted to see, but he stayed like she wasn't nothing. And that lady was in Super Saiyan 2. It's crazy with the power that she had. The power that she had, it took one kick to turn Goku, right, to Ultra Instinct. So her one kick was the same strength as a spirit bomb that got thrown back at him to turn him into the first Omen, the first form, first stage of UI. and her kick kicked him into UI2. That's strong as hell. That's strong as hell. And Jiren was staying meditating like that. That didn't make sense to me. They did some disrespectful stuff right there. I don't know. I don't know how, but just that fight alone made Goku that much stronger. That fight alone was what unlocked the Ultra Instinct in Goku to basically perfect it. But I don't know. But my ramble is pretty much done then. Like I was saying, Buu Saga, Vegeta don't got it. He don't got Super Saiyan 2. He unlocked Super Saiyan 2 in Battle of the Gods. Vegeta versus, I mean, Bulma versus Beerus. The pimp slap heard around the world. And that's when Vegeta unlocked Super Saiyan 2. He sure did have the aura and the lightning strikes there. No time before then. But if there's anything in the comments, would gladly go check it out, see where you're coming from. But until then, guys, rate, comment, like, subscribe. There'll be plenty more coming out. Maybe some more gameplay. I might stop this live and do another live with some gameplay and everything. So, but stay up. Hitman 2021.